Okay, we are live. Hello, welcome everyone. How are you all doing? First, let's do a microphone check. Oh my gosh, ever since that time that my microphone wasn't working, now I'm like, can you hear me? So, let me know that you can hear me. Welcome everyone. I'm so excited to have you all here. Happy Tuesday. Happy full moon and lunar eclipse and all of the things. Today, we are doing live angel readings right here on the channel, which I just love. These are just like little pop up things that are just so fun to do. Last time I did angel cards. So I don't know. We'll see if we actually do angel cards or if we just kind of do just a general angel reading without the cards. I feel like I can get through more people if I don't do the cards. So we'll see. But regardless, I'm so excited that you all are here. Um, this is going to be a really simple, straightforward kind of live stream where you get to ask your question, receive guidance. For those of you who are watching me on the recording, unfortunately, I'm only doing this live. So if you comment below, I'm not going to do channeling in the comments. However, what I always tell people, and also for those of you who I don't get a chance to get to, because obviously, if you've been to one of these before, there's a lot of comments, and sometimes I miss comments and all of that. So sometimes it just is all about the divine timing. But what I always say is that if you're watching, whether you're live or on the recording, if something that I share is resonant, it really resonates with you, then know that that message, like there's some part of that message that's for you as well, even though maybe I'm channeling for someone else. So really just keep in mind that when we work with the angels, when we work with the divine, it's something that it's for the collective. It's for the collective highest good. And so even though I'm speaking to someone specific, there's also that knowing that you're in the room. Like, think of it as like we're all in a room together right now, and whatever I'm sharing for someone specific, if it resonates with you, if it lands with you in some way, then it's for you as well. Okay. So we are going to get started. Basically, the way that this works is I ask that you ask your question in the chat. I'm gonna do my best to get through as many people as I can. Um, I think I'm gonna start off. I forget what I did last time. I think I kind of was like going in order, and then I started to like do like random scrolling and then see where my mouse would land. So maybe we'll do that. Um, Start kind of like in order, and then kind of do random stuff towards the end. I also have something exciting that I want to share with you. So I'll share that at some point during this call. Maybe we'll start off with a few readings, then I'll share what is coming, and then we'll continue on. And then, as always, whatever comes up for you or any other commentary that you want to share or ask, feel free. Yay! Hello, everyone. I see people from all over the world. I see someone said from Argentina. That is so cool. Hi, Evie. Hello, hello. I see all of you. I see you all. I'm not gonna go through every single name because there's a lot, but I see you all here. It's so exciting. So, so good. Okay, so feel free to start and post your question and then we're gonna just go from there. Yay, this is so much fun. All right, so I'm just gonna start at the top. The very first comment here from Heba says, hello, dear. It will be 2:30 a.m. when you go live. Oh, okay. So I guess you probably like pre-wrote that. That's awesome. So if it's possible, you can give me guidance about the particular person that I keep seeing in my energy. Thanks a lot. Well, okay, so Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael are the ones who are coming forward for you. And what they're showing me is that it feels like there's some sort of like a soul connection, like a soul tie is what I see. I also feel karmic energy there. And so it feels like there's some sort of like um like some sort of karma that's meant to unfold in this lifetime between you and that particular person, because I do feel like there's a soul connection from past lives. And karma doesn't necessarily always mean like bad or anything like that. It just means that there is an energy that's carried forward from a previous lifetime. So it feels like there's an unfolding that's happening. And in particular, I feel Archangel Michael coming forward for you. And it's almost like he's holding your hand and he's leading you and he's guiding you through this process. So I feel like it's kind of one of those things where you have to live through it kind of a thing. Like you just have to move through it and trust that whatever unfolds, it's part of the kind of like resolution or the closure that your souls need. And again, like I said, it doesn't feel like it's going to be like a turmoil kind of a thing or a chaotic. It just feels like there's some sort of unfolding or some sort of a connection that's meant to go from here. So, Archangel Michael is with you. You can call on him to support you, but from this perspective, it's really just about like you just kind of are going with the flow and then trusting in how it unfolds and what you're being guided to do as it unfolds. All right, next up is Jenny. I'd like to ask, what's next for me? Please and thank you. Okay, Archangel Shamuel is coming through so strong for you, Jenny. I feel Archangel Shamuel. I also feel Archangel Raguel and Archangel Uriel, but Shamuel is like top, but then Raguel and Uriel too. And so what they're showing me is that right now it feels like you're in a space where there's a lot of different, like I almost see like you're in the middle and there's a lot of things around you in the sense of different like pathways or choices or things for you to bring your focus and attention. And it feels like perhaps there's a feeling of like it feels like your attention is being divided in so many ways that you're kind of like, ah, like where do I go? What direction? This feels like I'm being stretched type of a feeling. And so I feel especially so with Archangel Raguel, I feel like he's coming in to support you with knowing where your attention and focus is needed most. And then with Archangel Shamuel, it feels like a guidance around then once you kind of have a clarity of, okay, this is where I need to bring my focus right now in this moment, it doesn't mean that the other things are not important. It just means that right now in this moment, this is what I need to focus on. And so with that hyper focus now with the particular things that come stand out to you with Archangel Raguel's guidance, that's where then Archangel Shamuel is coming in. And I feel him bringing you this almost like a spark, like almost like a push, so to speak, like a nudge, like pushing you forward, where you're no longer like maybe, like a deer in headlights, like frozen, like, what do I do now? Even if I follow this path, like, what do I do? There's this energy of surrender and releasing the overthinking and like flowing with it because I feel like part of the next steps for you, Jenny, are going to be things that feel a little bit either outside of your comfort zone or just something where it's unknown or new. So your mind will have that temptation to overthink it and overanalyze and is this the right thing and kind of like when we get into that perfection tendency or just feeling like do I even know enough kind of a thing. And so I feel Archangel Samuel is coming in with that sense of like, stop thinking, just start doing. And I promise, like, as you start doing, it'll feel more comfortable. So it's knowing that it'll be a little bit of that discomfort, but that it's quickly going to go away. Like it'll feel more comfortable as you do. So you have to do. Okay. And then Archangel Uriel's presence just feels like this overall support of like almost like this warmth, this energy of like courage and support. And it's almost like your personal cheerleader, like, you've got this, Jenny. You can do this. So yeah, that's how that trio is supporting you right now. Okay, let's see. Karen is saying, "Wow, Christina, I just want to say I really support you in doing these free readings. I think this is kind of newish and I think it's brilliant. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, these are so much fun. I love doing these. Yeah, it had been a while and I did card readings, maybe it was a month ago, and I was like, we need to do this again. So here we are. I kind of just like it's on a whim. Like I think yesterday I woke up and it was like, this is what we're doing this week. Like the divine was just like, we're doing angel readings. And I said, okay, then we're doing angel readings. Um, okay, let's see. Lindsay McDonald. In case you need people, is there any angelic info you would like to share about me? So I feel Archangel Raguel coming forward for you, Lindsay, and I feel like there is this kind of like focused energy that wants to come through, almost like it feels a little bit like studious, like you're studying something, or like there's this guidance coming through of helping you to really put into practice the things that you're learning. Because what I see, the imagery that's coming through is I see you almost like at a desk, like you're writing, like you're studying, or like you're writing notes and you're writing things out, and you're really in this practice of receiving and retaining information. So I feel like that is the encouragement from the angels for you, and Archangel Raguel specifically coming forward, is to support you with the continued deepening of your knowledge, and to know that you're in a place right now of retaining knowledge and receiving knowledge, and writing it out and kind of being in that studying type of period. So that is the information that's coming through for you. Hello, Janet, Sandra, Carlene. Yay. So good to see you all on here. Okay, let me see. So I'm gonna go to Tisha next. I see your comment is next. I'm kind of going in order, seeing how far we can get. I just want to scroll down real quick to just check in with you all. Okay, hello everyone. So good to see you all. Okay. Yay, so good to see so many familiar names and faces. Okay. All right. I'm just like kind of quickly scrolling through. All right. Let me go back up. Let's see. Tisha. Okay, here we go. Tisha, I would love to hear what guidance the angels have for me at this point in my journey. Okay, Archangel Raphael. Raphael comes through so strong for you, Tisha. And I feel like Archangel Raphael is guiding you. There, it just feels like there's some sort of like adventure or exploration, I should say, like adventure, exploration. I feel like, if especially if you're feeling like you are kind of stuck in a bubble or stuck in like this routine, or there's just this feeling of wanting, or like boredom, like something feels boring, or something feels like, oh, okay, like I'm in this routine and I'm in this kind of like predictable thing. I feel like Archangel Raphael is encouraging you to change it up a little bit, and he's encouraging you to go on some sort of adventure. And it doesn't have to be, I mean, it's up to you how how adventurous you go. It could be a day trip to, somewhere around you. Maybe you plan to drive like an hour or two outside of where you are to go adventure in a new place that you don't typically go to. Or it could be somewhere more local that you spend the day kind of exploring. Or, if you really wanted to go be adventurous, maybe you go spend a couple nights somewhere completely different. So it's really up to you in terms of how adventurous you get, or the exploration. But really, this is one of those things where I feel like the exploration part is going to support you with discovering something new about yourself, or helping you to feel more connected to your soul, and something about like your soul's truth, your gifts, who you are gets to come and be alive. But that discovery happens through exploration, if that makes sense. So that's the guidance coming through for you. Okay, let me see. Um, Oh my gosh, I don't know what just happened here, but I see something from April B that just popped up. Okay. Um, let's see. Your message will appear here. Be the first one to reply. I don't even know what just happened with April B, but I'm gonna what is this? Hello. Why does it want me to reply? Okay. All right. So April B, I'm gonna pop up your thing because it just said that you did like a 4.99 thing. So thank you for that contribution. I'm gonna answer your question. I feel like Uriel has a message regarding my ex. What does he want me to know? So um let me see what Archangel Uriel brings forward regarding that. Um I feel like there what I see, he immediately shows me your solar plexus chakra, and I feel like there is a connection still, like an energetic connection between you and your ex, and it's connected to your solar plexus chakra. That is um a common place where we have cords still connected to other people. And it feels like there is an opportunity, like I feel some tension within that connection. And I feel like there's an opportunity here where you get to release that tension and release whatever cords are there that are going to help you with just feeling more free or feeling a sense of like expansion. Because at this point right now what I feel in your energy is it almost feels like a closing up, like it almost feels like there's just this closed in type of a feeling, and instead it feels like there's this energy that wants to expand through you, that wants to, even like from your solar plexus, once that disconnection happens, I feel like there is this like growth. Like I literally feel like some like a plant or something, like this beautiful growth that gets to blossom and grow from here, because now that energy is being directed to your to like the growth of whatever wants to come through. And it feels like it's connected something related to um either an inspiration or a project or just something that your soul wants to come through. So it's definitely connected to your soul, and it's related to your like soul's alignment, your soul's expansion, your soul's enlightenment is the other word that I hear. And so that's going to be the part that needs to happen. And you can call on Archangel Uriel to support you with that process. Okay, so that is April B. Okay, let me see how okay, there we go. Okay, let me see. I don't know what's happening right now because this is new to me, but I see these 4.99 things popping up, which I appreciate anyone who decides that they want to contribute in that way. Any contribution is so appreciated. Uh, but with the contribution, I am going to prioritize those just because I feel like, it's a way of exchange. So Aisha is the other one who just brought that forward. Will I see Marcelo this year in person? I heard no. I feel Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael coming forward. um it's I hear not, it's not time, not it's not this is not the time. So I feel like they're redirecting your focus, and especially Archangel Raphael is the one who's coming forward, and I feel like he's redirecting your focus towards like there's like a creative process that wants to come through, and specifically I see writing. So it feels like there's a writing or something that wants to come through in the sense of like either writing poetry or writing a book, or there's just some sort of writing here that is coming forward that wants to be expressed. And in that expression through writing, I feel like it's like you're opening up your heart and you're pouring your heart out. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go publish a book, but I feel like it's a way of you processing and for you to heal. Um, and for you to then be able to step into more of your true self. And then whatever ends up happening with Marcelo, you'll know that it's for your highest good. But that's where I feel like the redirection is for you. Okay. All right, let's see. That was that was so interesting. I've never done this before on YouTube. But you guys help me learn new things every day. Okay, you're welcome. All right. Lindsay McDonald saying amazingly accurate. Yay, I love it. All right, let's see Where did we leave off? Okay. I'm moving back up. Where are we? Where are we? All right. So Isla's here. Sean from Green Bay. I would like to know what I can do to improve my channeling. Archangel Raziel is coming forward for you, Sean. And I feel like Archangel Raziel is encouraging you to go out in nature. Specifically, I will specifically tell you, I feel like you're next to some sort of body of water. So hopefully you're able to to go somewhere like that, like near a river or a lake or even like a stream, like somewhere where there's some sort of like flowing water. And going out in nature, and I see you with like a journal, a pen, like I see you being in a space where you're writing and when you're where you're in connection with writing in nature. If you really like want to go really deep. It's not obviously, required to be able to channel. You have to be near a body of water, but it just feels like for you where you're at, and in order for you to really get into like the focus into the practice of what it feels like for you in your channeling, I feel like that combination along with Archangel Raziel is going to support you with developing your channeling. And you can call on Archangel Raziel to support you. You can ask him to guide you with any messages. This is one of the things that I always teach people is that if they want to develop their channeling, their angelic connection, to start with one specific angel. In this case, for Sean, it's Archangel Raziel who's coming forward for you. But to start with one specific angel, because then you're actually developing a direct connection, a direct relationship versus trying to channel with like anything, anyone random. Like then it just becomes very random. And then it also potentially opens you up to channeling energies that you don't necessarily want to channel. So this way you're more direct and you have this direct connection with Archangel Raziel in Sean's case. But for anyone listening in, you can do this with any of the angels. And then that way it kind of helps to direct your focus. So that is what I see Archangel Raziel guiding you towards. I also feel like right now is the time. I'm going to share my announcement right now, and then we're going to continue the with the questions in the chat. I'm going to keep scrolling down. But what I want to let you guys know right now, I feel like that was the perfect segue talking about channeling and deepening your connection with the angels, is that right now I've opened up the doors to the Angels Guild, which is a membership community space where the whole focus and purpose of it is to support you in deepening your angelic connection. It's to support you with exploring the different angelic connections that exist, not just with the archangels, but also with your seraphim angels, with your guardian angels, with the Herschel angels, with the cosmic angels. So it's a really powerful space where we come together as a community where you receive knowledge. So you receive information and practices that you can then go like that month and start practicing using the things that we talk about. There are meditative journeys that we do. So this is where I guide you through a specific experience with the angels to help you in receiving whatever the next steps are, the guidance. It goes by theme. So for example, when we did the Herschel angels, the theme was all around leadership and developing your leadership and connection to the divine feminine. This month we're doing the archangels, and this next guided meditation is being released tomorrow actually. And it's all about knowing your next steps and helping you to bring through clarity around your next steps. So every month there's a specific thing that comes through in terms of guidance with that particular angel group that we talked about. And then there's always a Q&A every single month. So something like this, except it's more exclusive, and you're guaranteed to receive guidance, and also we can go more in depth in terms of guidance, but it's personalized channeling that comes through for you. And there's more things that are happening behind the scenes. I'm still kind of developing extras that I'm going to be adding, but essentially the Angels Guild is for anyone who wants to have a deeper connection with their angels and wants to be in a community with people who are on the same path. And there's a lot here that it's like it's like learning from different angles, from the deep dive trainings to the actual more practical things that we do, to receiving direct guidance, to the different guided meditations, to communicating with, talking to other people in the community. And so it's such a beautiful space. I'm so excited with where we're going. Like I said, there's more that's on the horizon. So I'm excited for everyone who's already inside of the Angels Guild. And there's more to come. And so doors are open right now for a limited time until the 27th of September. And right now, early bird, if you join by September 20th, you are also going to be entered into a giveaway for a full one-on-one angel reading with me. So I'm going to post a link to the Angels Guild because it's just like, go check it out. Go look at all the details. Like I said, for anyone who wants to have a deeper spiritual connection and wants to have that like practical, like step by step, more of like instead of piecing it all together by yourself, you're actually in a community and we're like working on this together. And the thing that I'm going to be adding in is going to add even more value in the sense of having a space where we can specifically focus on your channeling abilities is what's coming through. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, I'm going to pin that message. Let me see what else is coming up here. Okay, so okay, there we go. My mouse like clicked out and let me see here. All right. YouTube is confusing me today. Okay, so I see another contribution that came through from, I'm going to try and pronounce your name as best I can, Aishwarya. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let me see what your question is. So the question I see is, need message for myself for career. Okay, so you're confused about your career. Okay. Let's talk about your career, Aishwarya. I hope I said that right. Okay, so I feel Archangel Jophiel as the one who's coming forward. I also see Archangel Haniel and Archangel Gabriel. So Jophiel, Haniel, Gabriel are the ones who are coming through for you. And I feel like one of the things that Archangel Jophiel is showing me is that there's this, she's like pointing inwards and helping you to see the gifts that you hold within yourself. I feel like right now, even with all three angels that are coming through for you, I feel like there is this connection to your worthiness and to your gifts, to your value. That's where the guidance is leading you. I feel like once you get this sense of clarity and certainty within yourself of like, I have amazing gifts to bring into the world. I have this value. I have this knowledge. I have this experience, and this is also what I feel called towards. It's going to give you the pieces that are meant to fit together right in place to help you to pursue the career that is most aligned for you, rather than it feeling like a career or a sense of like, okay, what should I do? What makes sense right now? What's like, where do I go? It's a sense of, where is my soul calling me forward? And what is the purpose that I have been placed to fulfill in this lifetime. And so I feel like thinking of it in a bigger picture way like that, but that all starts first with you seeing your own value, and that starts with you getting clear and focused on the fact that you bring value to the table, that you have knowledge and experience that can grow and that you can refine and that can get better and better and better through this career. And so it's starting off with this sense of like, I am worthy, I am valuable, and I'm here for a specific reason. And so when you get clear on that, and that's where I feel like all three of these angels are coming in and supporting you with that process, that will then bring clarity. So instead of trying to find the answer over here, look within yourself for you to acknowledge within your own self everything that already exists there, and that's going to naturally already contribute to the path that's meant to unfold for you. Okay. So I hope that helps and makes sense. Um, okay, cool. Okay, awesome. All right, let me scroll back up. Do, 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 do. Where were we? Let's see. Okay. Okay, so Jojo, I see your comment here. My son Sally passed away, and I was hoping that there might be a message for me, please. Oh, Jojo, I'm sending you so much love, and wrapping you up in so much love. I feel Archangel Gabriel and Angel Celeste as the two angels are coming forward for you, Jojo, and it feels like the very first thing that I hear is that he is safe and that he is supported and that he is being guided. And for you, I feel like there's this endless outpouring of love from the angels. I feel like they're just like holding you and hugging you and surrounding you with so much of this like peace for you to experience that within yourself. But the most important thing that I feel coming forward in terms of guidance is that they're wanting you to take your time with the healing process, and for you to also know that the like anytime that feelings feel overwhelming, or that there's just this overwhelming feeling and sensation because there's so much grief here and all of these things that come up, that it's about taking your time to process that, but also to know that you are supported in it, that you're not alone. And that whenever you feel like you don't know how to keep going, or like how to move forward or what to do, and it just feels like there's like a shock moving through your body, that's where I feel Angel Celeste coming forward. And I feel like she's there to help soothe any of those painful feelings, and helping you to just she's supporting you to help you with coming back into more of like a restful state, because that is going to be important for your nervous system to be able to rest and to be able to take that time as best as you can. And so with Angel Celeste, with Archangel Gabriel, I feel like they are coming in with that kind of like soothing energy, so that you can feel at least some sense of peace, knowing that there is a greater divine plan and unfolding that is happening right now. And you moving through the emotions, the feelings, like everything that's coming up, that you're like moving through the pathway. You're moving through it, like that those things aren't blocking you or stopping you or anything like that. It's part of it. And that those angels are the ones for you to call on to really bring through a sense of peace back into your heart. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I think we're just gonna start doing like the random thing that I did last time, where I was just kind of scrolled and then see where my mouse would land. Okay, so let me just scroll and see where we end up. Okay, so the next comment that landed here is from, hopefully I can say it okay, Shubhangi. Will I be able to clear my engineering degree? I hear yes. And I feel Archangel Shamuel is the one who's coming forward to support you. And I feel like Shamuel is one for you to call on to help you kind of like continue on your path, like whatever it is that you need help focusing on, or dedication, kind of like having that dedicated energy to help you to clear anything in your mind that feels like it's, because I kind of feel like there's this energy of overthinking your mind and going in different directions. So I feel like Archangel Samuel is coming in to help bring more focus and dedication. I feel like dedication is your theme, and that is perhaps something that you can use to help you is bringing through sort of like affirmations that are like, what am I dedicated to, and what is this dedication? What is it for? And then when you bring through the sense of dedication, then that helps you to overcome any sort of, you know, things that might pop up along the way that feel like they're blocking you, and instead you move through them because of your dedication. So Archangel Samuel is coming in with that dedication energy. Okay. Let's see. Next one that is coming up is the Guyver. I have a lot of fears and regrets I hold on to. Which archangel should I contact with and how? So I feel Archangel Metatron as the one who is coming forward for you. And it feels like his presence is so one, he's showing me sacred geometry, 1,000%, like sacred geometry. So anything that you can find that has like a representation of sacred geometry, which actually I feel like Archangel Metatron is like, show the deck. So we're gonna pull out the deck. I'm gonna specifically find the Archangel Metatron card so that you have an idea of what that sacred geometry looks like, especially with him. But essentially, sacred geometry is a way in which we can connect with angels, with different healing frequencies to help support. Um, there we go. Okay. Ah, this, there we go. My camera is flipped backwards, so it's really confusing for me. But that is sacred geometry, that star, and just sacred geometry occurs in many different shapes and things like that. Like even something as simple as this, which is inside of the Archangel Oracle card deck box. But the point is that with sacred geometry, you're able to more deeply have a connection with Archangel Metatron, and he's there to guide you and to support you with the actual almost like toning down. It doesn't even feel so much as like a I need to release this, but more so helping to tone down the fears and things that come up so that you can see the actual truth. Archangel Metatron is guiding you towards seeing truth. And so one of the ways that you can also connect with him is a prayer and saying, Archangel Metatron, please help me to see the truth about the situation. So wherever you're holding fears or regrets, Archangel Metatron, please help me to see the truth about the situation. Please help to elevate my perspective. Please help me to see what else is here for me to know, aside from just the fear and the regret, because there's always more to a situation than the fear that we hold, which is simply a story that we hold around that situation. So in asking for a greater perspective to be revealed to you, you are elevating, and now you're no longer focusing on I need to remove this fear. You're just like, I'm just going to come up here. Like I'm just going to bring my perspective and my focus up here, because from here I can see it all. I can see the fear, but I can also see what the truth is. And when you can see the truth, there's less need to focus on removing a fear, because when removing a fear, then it's like, okay, well, what's coming in that's in its place? Instead of trying to focus so much on releasing the fear, focus on what other perspective is available to you, and that higher perspective will naturally remove the fear. The fear will naturally go away when you have a higher perspective. Okay, let me see what's next here. Okay, so Margaret's comment just popped up, and I feel like I'm supposed to answer your question. So, Margaret, been having a rough go the past few years, especially with employment and health. I feel so stuck as I try to navigate my way forward out of confusion. What should my next step be? Okay, so I feel Angel Celeste as she's coming through so strongly for you, Margaret, and she's showing me that it feels like there's a time right now of almost like a sense of like review in a way of reassessing the situation. It feels like there is a reassessment here because it feels like instead of trying right now, there's an energy that feels something along the lines of you trying to escape something or like trying to push through or move in a certain direction in order to be able to not feel something or just kind of avoid this, like this is uncomfortable and I don't like this and like I'm just trying to get away from this and I'm trying to get rid of this by moving in this direction versus what Angel Celeste is coming forward and saying is when we look at what's here and it's almost like revealing like, oh, this is what is here right now. This is what I need to address. And perhaps it might even be something from the past, like childhood or something where there's a sense of like, let me look at this thing that I've been avoiding and for a lot of us, this is like a subconscious avoiding. It's not like you're purposely like, I don't want to look at that. It's just like a subconscious way that we protect ourselves. So this feels like a practice of you with Angel Celeste coming into a space of really supporting yourself in knowing that you're safe and knowing that you're supported and knowing that you're guided and knowing that in this moment right now you get to unravel whatever that thing is and that in that unraveling then the next steps in where you're meant to go, especially as you said with employment and health, that is going to be much clearer because now instead of the pursuit of those things as a way, so what typically happens is that we pursue these different things as a way to like create this outward sense of safety and well-being and things like that, which isn't wrong, but there will be a hindrance if there's something there that's kind of in the way. Think of it as like, let's say the analogy that's coming to mind is, let's say you plant a tree, but deeper beneath the soil, there's this huge rock that's in the way. And so you didn't see the rock, so you planted the tree there. And so the tree can only grow so far, like the roots can only grow so far because now there's this huge rock in the way. So now it's kind of like, okay, I got to dig in and remove that rock so that so that the tree can fully flourish and the roots can grow deep and that sort of thing. That's what I see coming forward in that sense of an analogy, where there's this like, let's remove this deeper layer that's ready to be released, that's ready to be let go. And I feel Angel Celeste as the one who's guiding you through that, Margaret. And then as you move through that, you'll notice a shift in terms of your outward perspective and potentially what you're guided to do in regards to employment and health. So yes, that's what I see coming through for you, Margaret. Okay, let me see. I'm going to scroll back up and see. Let's see where we are guided to go. Okay. So Alex is saying, hello, I'm having a hard time with self-worth in my career. Can I please have any advice for both? I'm sure they're linked somehow. Yes, they are very much linked. Absolutely. And so Alex, I feel Archangel Raphael is the one who's coming forward for you. And it feels like he's coming in and he's supporting you with inner child healing. So he's getting you to inner child and it feels like with your inner child, it's almost like a thing of bringing your inner child with you along the journey, that part, like the aspect of your inner child that has felt maybe abandoned or felt like they were left behind or felt like they were forgotten or felt like they were just like pushed to the side. It feels like there is this sense of, no, like you're coming with me and I'm here with you and I'm supporting you and I love you, and kind of like reestablishing that type of a connection with your inner child. So it definitely is the focus around the self-worth, which is connected to your inner child, and that will then naturally elevate you in the sense of what you're pursuing or looking for with regards to your career. So I feel like the career thing is a secondary thing and also something that will almost like naturally resolve itself, I want to say, as you focus on the self-worth and inner child part. I do have an inner child healing in my meditation library that I think would be super helpful for you. And then also, I just feel in general this exploration for you with Archangel Raphael to support you with your inner child and having it as like a daily thing. Because with inner child work, it's not just something that you do once and you're like, okay, I'm done. Like I did it, I did the thing. It's a continuous fostering, a continuous nurturing of that relationship so that your sense of self-worth and self-love and self-acceptance becomes your foundation rather than something that's just like I looked at this for a day or two and okay, I'm done, that kind of a thing. It's a continuous ongoing thing. Um so yeah, so if you're interested in the meditation library, I can drop the link for that. I'll just drop it for anyone who's interested. The meditation library is a place where there's tons of resources there of receiving support with the archangels. So that I'll drop that in there. If you scroll through, you'll find the inner child healing. I also have bundles there. So I'll just leave that there for anyone who's interested. Okay. So let's see what's next. Let me scroll down. Let me see. Okay, Violet, your your message stood out to me. So, hi Violet. So good to see you here. Um, thank you so much for being who you are. Aw, thank you. I'm open to receive. Okay, so Violet, let me see what so this is interesting. The divine Sophia is coming forward. I also very strongly feel that Herschel angel Alexandra, who is coming forward for you. So Violet, Alexandra, the divine Sophia, that's just like overall divine feminine energy I feel coming through for you. That's guiding you right now. With Alexandra specifically, I feel like she is coming in and it's like she's guiding you through an initiation because it almost feels like she's like giving you like a crown or something. It just feels like there's this symbology of like you're here, you're with us, you're walking this divine path, and we want you to know that you are walking the path that you're supposed to, like that this is the next step, and this initiation feels like an energy that's bringing you closer to your true self. It feels like an initiation into more of your healing gifts, more of your truth, more of your power. And so the key thing for you is actually the acceptance of it, that there's no more denying. It's like she's like it's right here, but like you have to come get it. It's like they're like you have to come here and say yes to this. And in saying yes to this, you are then able to actually follow through whatever the unfolding is meant to be from there. But if it's almost like sometimes we can get stuck in a space of like, yeah, I want that, but then like you're still standing over here. They're like, okay, but if you want it, you got to come over here. You're like, yeah, I want this, but I'll just stay here. So they're like, no, you got to walk through the threshold, walk through this initiation, say yes to this beautiful crown that they want to place on your head, and it's kind of like this acceptance, this full ownership and acceptance that this is who you are and that this is the path that you walk, that you're walking this path of light and truth and divine healing and love, and that in this process you are going to have inspiration or insights that come to you that will help you to know, like lead you into your next steps and lead you into where you're meant to go from here. So that's what I see coming through for you. Like I said, this like divine feminine energy with divine Sophia, but also the Herschel angel Alexandra. She's the one who's specifically guiding you. So That's amazing. I love it. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Alex. Okay, so let me see here. I see another contribution here from Aishwarya. So thank you for that. Let me see what your question is. Can you also see what I must do for making money? Because going within seems a time taking thing if I only see money. So anything. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So related to money while you are spending that time, like, focusing on yourself. Okay, I got you. So, I feel like right now with regards to money, what comes I feel Archangel Gabriel coming forward, and it feels like there's this the first thing that I hear is releasing the pressure, although I know that that can be hard because it's kinda like, well, we need money to live, and then how am I supposed to release pressure? So, working with Archangel Gabriel to support you in the release of the pressure and coming into a space where, with the support of Archangel Gabriel, which then directly connects you to the support of the divine, there is this energy of, I am supported in the pursuit of my soul's path. I'm supported in the pursuit of the next steps that I'm here to take. And so in that process, there might be some, like, in between baby steps that you take to in the as you are building yourself up to pursue the bigger career that is meant for you. And so for now, it might potentially be, like, offering services, or perhaps getting a job that is just kind of like, okay, well, I can do this for now. This isn't my long-term career, but I'll do this job that is not, and this is where you also get to have the standard where it's not like I'm, like, selling my soul to do this job, you know what I mean? Like, it's a job that is like, "Okay, this pays enough and this is good enough for me right now while I build my way into what I'm supposed to be doing." And a part of it too is can still be related to your skills, to your gifts, to what interests you, even if it's not exactly the end career goal that you have in mind. But in that way, you're able to have that sense of, like, that pressure being released while you are asking yourself and pursuing the path that is most aligned to you. I feel Archangel Gabriel is the one who's supporting you with that. So with Archangel Gabriel, like, really working with him, calling on him, asking him to show you, because I do feel like there is this, like, intermediate step, but it's not something that has to be completely outside of, what feels good or right for you. It's just seeing it as, on my way there. This is the thing that's on my way there. And it's guiding you towards the bigger picture. Okay. Okay. Let me see. So, let me see where. Okay. We're going to scroll and see. All right. So, Nick, it landed on you. So, Nick, you're the next one. I know this is super general, but what do you see in store for me in the next month or so? Okay. Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Samuel. I feel like there's, like, this theme of angels that are coming through today. So Jophiel and Samuel, Nick, are the ones that are coming through for you. And in the next month, okay, so between now the end of September to mid-October. So let me see what comes up with regards to. So I do feel like there is almost like you're building towards something. I feel like there's this energy of, like, building that's coming through. It's like I feel like there's this, like, you're building towards something, building, building, building. And so they're showing it to me as, for in terms of your focus and your intention, it's a question of, what do I want to build towards? Because there is a really powerful energy for you right now that is supportive of building and of expansion. And so as you build and as you bring your focus and dedication towards building, I also see that there is like a lot of progress that gets to be made over this next month. So your job right now is to focus on or set the intention around where do you want it to be directed towards? Like what part of your life? What part of, whether it's career or relationships or health or anything else. But I do feel like there's a momentum here. It's almost like you're going to catch this, like ride this wave, like I'm about to catch this wave and that I'm going to ride this wave and it's going to bring me a big distance, like a momentum is being created. Your job though is that you get to choose where and where you want that to be directed, and then these two angels are going to support you with actually the building part. And it's kind of like having, like I said, focus and dedication feels like a theme for you, where that's going to help you to remain kind of steady. And that's where I feel Archangel Jophiel coming in is like this steady energy of like steady, keep steady, and also then stay focused on your bigger vision. Because if we stay too zoned in sometimes, we're like, where's the result? Like, why aren't things happening sooner or faster? And the whole thing is that it's being able to also be tuned into the bigger picture. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm building towards a bigger momentum and a bigger energy here. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do one last one and then we're going to close off for today. But if anyone here is like, I didn't get to do this or whatever, first, number one thing is make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, because we're going to do pop up random angel readings, let's say every month. Hopefully every month-ish. So that's the first thing that you need to know is this way. If you're on my email list, then you will way for you to receive directions and to support your connection is by joining the Angels Guild. This is the exclusive membership community where you get more of this one-on-one attention and you get more of the guidance and support when it comes to your angelic connection, but also when it comes to your journey as a whole. As we all know, connecting with the angels is the way in which we make decisions in life and have that guidance and support so that we can actually pursue our calling and step into our purpose and develop our gifts and our truth and all of those things. And so being a part of such a beautiful community and space, it's like exponential growth. It's if you're someone who's like, I want efficiency, I want to be directed, I want to be able to just log in and just know what my next step is or know what I'm meant to do, then the Angels Guild is that space for you. It's going to accelerate your spiritual growth. It's going to accelerate your learning and connection with the angels. And it's going to help develop your sense of confidence, your sense of self-worth, your trust in yourself as you follow the path. If there's one thing that my journey with the angels has done for me, it's built my trust and sense of confidence and sense of self-worth like 100x. And so I'm here to support you with that as well. So the Angels Guild is open for a limited time. The link is in the pinned comment. And if you're watching me on the recording, I'm going to post it below for you to get more info there. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. So let me do one last question here, which I feel guided towards Marina. Let's see. I wonder if the angels can tell what I, in truth, need to do in my life. Okay, so that's a big question. But what I can say right now, Archangel Zadkiel is the one who's coming forward to support you. And I feel his energy coming through in and his guidance for you right now is to come into a space of groundedness, because I feel like there is a lot of this like ungrounded energy right now, like overthinking in your head, over analyzing, that sort of a thing. Like I feel like you're in this headspace. And so I feel Archangel Zadkiel coming in and supporting you with grounding yourself in this center point. It feels like there's a bit of like this off-centeredness, like you've kind of come out of like your soul centeredness and alignment. And so with Archangel Zadkiel, it feels like he's bringing you back. He's bringing you back and he's calling you back into your center so that from there, that will give you the trust and the clarity and the guidance of moving forward. So, right now, your next step is your centeredness and your groundedness and noticing where or perhaps certain things that make you ungrounded and developing a practice where you every day on a daily basis, you ground yourself back in, ground yourself back in. I feel like the focus for you right now is grounding back and connecting back to your soul. And as you develop that and as you practice that and come back into that centeredness, then from there, the next steps will feel much clearer. Because right now, and this is just how they work, it's like sometimes we ask questions and it's not the direct answer because we're not ready to receive the direct answer. It's like, first, we need to do this. This, you want to follow the path of what is most like what you need to do in your life, then this is the next step. And once you do that, then you'll be ready. Like your vessel will be able to receive the bigger picture. Right now, it's not in a space of being ready to receive that. So this is the first step for you right now. Like I said, Archangel Zadkiel is supporting you. I have a YouTube video about him. I actually have a couple. And then my most recent one, I also did a violet flame healing in that. So you can find that on my YouTube channel. And I recommend that you do that and kind of like develop that connection with him. He works with the violet flame. And so that can support you as well on your journey. Okay, so that concludes our session here. Yay, this was amazing. Thank you all so much for being a part of this. This was so good. Like I said, if you want to go more, like go deeper, learn more, explore more, really stepping into your path, your connection, your purpose, and come and join me inside of the Angels Guild. Doors are open for a limited time. You can find out all the details at the link in the chat or in the description below this video. And other than that, stay tuned for all of the fun things that are coming this fall. There's so much that's coming. Like I can't even keep up with it myself sometimes, but it's coming. I can't wait. So that is it. Have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. I am sending everyone so much love and angel blessings, and I will see you again soon. Bye.